Hi everybody, it's Amy and you have found Amy Loves Crochet. In today's video I want to show what's in that tote. I've got, years and years worth of crocheting and I don't always have some place to put it or somebody to give it to, so I save it up. And there have been I've tried to do some vendor events, some craft sales, things like that, and I just haven't found that it's my cup of tea. I don't crochet things specifically to sell at events like that. I just crochet what I want to crochet and then hope somebody's interested in the finished product. And I guess that's not really how this is supposed to go. So I do donate quite a bit of my stuff. And but sometimes I've got these totes and I don't remember what's in them. And so I thought I'd share unboxing one of them with you. It's not really an unboxing, it's an untoting. So let's take a look and see what's in this one I picked up. Okay, so as we all know, Amy likes to make bags but doesn't like to line them. So this is a C2C that I made. It's a nice size purse or bag or whatnot, that's crochet corner to corner. And yeah, so it's just a real basic. Who likes to work with black? Not Amy. So I think I started going with this and decided, yeah, that's not going to work for me. But it'll work for somebody. And again, I just need to line it. So once this is lining bags like this, it's something that I know that once I get started, once I figure it out on the first one, maybe the second one, then it's going to be like a breeze for me and I'll get going with them. But I'm just kind of stuck on that aspect of it. So that I look forward to finishing all these bags that need liners and so forth, finishing those up and showing them to you here soon. So that'll be another project that I work on specifically just to line everything. All right, a couple of hats. These are my most favorite. I believe this is my most favorite pattern. It's I learned it from a lady named Ruby Stedman, but I know that there's other people out there. I know Fiber Spider has a video on this, calling it different things. I think he calls it the Divine Hat, but I've been making this one off of Ruby Stedman's video for a very long time, and I just love it. So you start out from the top and then you do these front post crochets, these front post double crochets that create your space here in the center where you're growing. So up here it's a regular double crochet and then a post crochet, and then down here you get to 2 double crochets and a post crochet. And so this was a variegated cake. I don't have any idea who it was, what it was, because it's been so long. But I want to say, because of this colorway, I want to call this Bernat Pop. Don't quote me on that, but if I'm not mistaken, this yarn, this colorway specifically, I remember being Bernat Pop, I believe. So again, I absolutely love it. You've got little front post crochets here which look like the ribbing, which make give the hat some ribbing for the base. So I really like this one. The black and white one's cool too. Black, white, gray and white. But I always love this color combo. All right. Excuse me. Here is another, which I believe is a Bernat Pop. It's way tiny. Way tiny. Like it might be for a small child, like, a toddler. And it's side, I didn't know how much I'd have, and so I go with a sideways design, and then that's all I have. So it's, it's going to end up being long ways like this. It does fit across my lap. It reaches my toes and comes up to my waist. So, a lot of these I had in mind for like a wheelchair, or, a wheelchair lap blanket, or just a lap blanket for anybody sitting at their, I know somebody at my work, we're all roasting hot and she's got a lap blanket on. So, yeah, I believe this one was a Bernat Pop as well, with these blues and these browns. And it's just a standard granny square wave. So that's nice. That's nice. I like that. Okay. How about some slippers? Everybody loves a slipper. I don't know who I would have gotten this pattern from. Just standard blue slipper. Looks like it's going to fit pretty big. Let's see. They're a little bit big on me, but and I wear a size 9, 8.5, 9, something like that. I'm a big foot. So yeah, always love a crochet slipper. I remember one year I gave slippers to my boss for Christmas. That was fun. Karen, I hope you enjoyed those. Okay, this one. This is just a standard granny square shawl, but I have corn snakes, and the coloring is almost just like my Ezzy. So I always really enjoyed this skein of yarn because it reminded me of my snake. But yeah, so just a standard granny shawl. It was always fun to make. You can knock them out so quickly, and you know, there's no intricate design. It's just a granny square and then a single crochet border. So I don't know if it grown-up size. Ta-da! You can clip it, you can tie it. Ta-da! Whatever. I like that. Okay. This is, I know I've talked about my sweet roll. I love sweet roll yarn. And, okay, I'm warm. And so I made a video called What Would You Do? Because I made this fillet design, fillet, whatever you call it, design, and you can't really see the hearts. And so it was funny because I made this other one first and I absolutely enjoyed it, and then this one not so much. But this one is a fillet, same fillet. You're skipping to make the design, but it was solid. Oh, that one almost looks like a smiley face. It's supposed to be a heart. See it here? But it kind of looks like a smiley face in some. So yeah, I thought this was a great, whoops, upside down. I thought this was a really cute little pattern. And this might have been a fiber spider. I do enjoy him. So if you just search heart fillet, you'll come up with, the fillet is where you make these spaces. You do a skip 1, crochet 1, or skip 2, crochet 2, or whatever, to make these spaces, and then you make a design out of it. So that's the fillet aspect. The rest of it's just double crochet. Easy freaking peasy, right? So this is, I really enjoyed how the pinks and reds turned up on this one. I made it just before Valentine's Day last year, I think. And then I thought I would try this other heart pattern, and not so much loved it. So I thought that was fun to have one filled in and one unfilled, whatever. But again, this one is a good size lap blanket from my feet to my waist, and this one actually doubles over, so it's a little bit wider. Like I said, when I do lap blankets, I just kind of hold the chain across my own lap and see where it might go. You know, to account for somebody who might be a little bit larger, that's great to allow for more space. But when I'm thinking about these, I'm thinking like wheelchair. So I didn't want too much extra on the sides, on the widths, if you're going to be in a wheelchair and have all that extra material. So those might be specific sizes that we would like to use for wheelchair sizes. But again, there's larger people in wheelchairs that would then have that across their lap as well. So lots of different sizes, lots of different variations. This is one. Okay, so you guys have heard me talk about my Just Yarn, and the fact that we get that Just Yarn at the Dollar Tree, and that I recently discussed my willow squares, where I found some of this yarn, you know, for the first time at Dollar Tree, and about flipped my lid. I couldn't believe that they had yarn. And so I bought a bunch of it and traveled around to the local Dollar Trees that are close enough to me and bought up extras of those same colors, so that when I got around to making a blanket, I would have plenty. Well, now I've got plenty and tenfold of plenty. So I am constantly trying to find new things to make with my Just Yarn. So my willow blanket is going to be a big project, and I'm using up quite a bit from that. But you'll see that here, there's still quite a bit. This is all Just Yarn. And then on my other bookshelf over here, I've got the pastels. And what I did was, Those come in mint, yellow, orange, and purple. But I wanted to add some of my own. I had some blue baby yarn that my mom had, left to me after she passed away. I got all of her yarn. But that'll be a whole nother video. And so I wanted to make a baby blanket that incorporated all of those yarns. So I made these squares and then put them together. You can see they're just double crochets. It was not rocket science. And then made a big fat yellow border on it. So I didn't use any yellow within the square, and then just used the border, used yellow for the border. So again, I'm 5'7". It's at my feet. It's way up my, this one's a little bit longer than a lap blanket, but certainly, a baby blanket or young toddler blanket. It's very flat and nothing pulls, and the edges seem just about perfect, if I don't say so myself. And so this one was fun. This one was really fun to make. And I was just trying to keep digging into that just yarn and use it, and I can't seem to make enough with it. I'm not using it fast enough, and it's haunting me. So this was a good one to make. I enjoyed this one. I like that. See, it's good to pull these things out of storage, even though the storage is just right here in my front room with me. But these totes, like, I haven't seen this blanket in a long time, and I really enjoyed making it. So your memory goes back to it, and that was cool. This one, I have a donation video that I'm going to be showing you, one of the blankets that I've specifically made to donate. And I think I might throw this one in there too, because I really enjoy this one, and I think somebody else could too. Okay, is this my last one? Okay, the last one for this tote. I absolutely love this stitch. I've made it in baby blankets. I've made it in chunky yarn. I've made it in standard worsted 4-weight yarn. And no matter how I make it, what color combos, what size of yarn I make it with, I love this stitch. This is, hold on, I got a thing stuck on here. This is remnants of lugging my wares to a vendor event and that didn't sell. I was trying to keep, this one's 36 by 51. I was trying to keep the measurements on all the blankets so people could see really easily whether it was just a baby blanket or a lap blanket or a full-size blanket or whatnot. But anyway, so this stitch, this is the 2 double crochets at once. So what you're doing is you yarn over, normally with a double crochet you yarn over once. With this, gosh, I can't remember, I haven't done it in a while. You yarn over twice, 3 times. I don't remember now. So when you're making your double crochet, you start it and then you grab a loop from the other crochet here, and then you make your second one. I'll have to show you that. It's a wonderful stitch, and it works up really, really fast. This yarn, I don't have any more of it. I just have a little ball of it as the leftovers. This is a chunky 5. This is a, oh, I just drew a blank. Let me see if I can grab it. Hold on. See, when I have leftover, and then I keep myself a little note if it was one that I'm not going to have again. What was this? Karen Chunky. Yep, Karen Cake Chunky. I think, again, that might have been something that I had in an eBay bundle, that I bought in an eBay bundle. I went out to eBay, when I kind of started to really get going with my crocheting, I went out to eBay to buy, discounted yarn or whatnot, people that were just trying to sell off their stash. And a lot of them was a one skein that there were, when you just get one skein, you have to be creative with what you're going to do with it. I don't know if this was one skein or 2. It probably looks like 2, but Karen Cake, I'm a big fan of Karen yarn, and again, this is super sturdy, solid yarn. It doesn't, you're not going to see that 4-ply necessarily. It looks like it a little bit right here, but I don't feel it at all. It feels really, really good. And so these purples and blues and so forth, pinks, I just absolutely love it. And so I've made it again with my other chunky yarn up here, that big twist arcade up there. That was on a what's hanging. I think I showed you that one. But so yeah, so this was a Karen chunky cake, and great colors, and it's that crochet 2 rows at the same time. It's 2 double crochets, one on top of the other. And so with a chunky yarn, it works up super, super, super fast. All right, guys, that's the ending of that first tote. You sat with me on what's in that tote, and I really appreciate it. This was a lot of fun for me. I don't know what's in all my stuff, you know. Like I said, when I go to work a vendor event or a craft fair, I just load everything in my totes, and I get there and I set everything up. And then when it doesn't sell at the end of the day, you know, and you're packing everything, it just all goes in totes together. So I think last year in October, I did an event and came home with like 98% of my stuff again. So I haven't looked into these totes since October-ish. And I'm going to enjoy going through them with you. Some of it is stuff from my mom. Some of it is my stuff that I've just had forever. Some stuff is unfinished. Some stuff is finished. Who knows? So thanks again for sticking around for one of my videos. I really appreciate it. I love doing this. And I hope you guys will leave some comments or likes. Subscribe to me so you don't miss my next video. I like to put out different things. Hopefully I'm bringing something to you that you appreciate. Whether it's a finished product video, or you know, you just get some inspiration from a color of something that I've put up, and who knows? I mean, this community is just great for that. You get all sorts of inspiration and all sorts of assistance that you didn't even know you were looking for. So thanks so much for sticking around today. I hope you have a wonderful day. It's kind of rainy and yucky outside, but we're going to make the best of it anyway, right? All right, be blessed. Bye-bye. Thanks.